installment in 1893 to the 8 overtime classic in 2024. Clean old-fashioned hate has had its moments, and we're ready for more here in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Yellow Jackets offense will go to work first. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings, and Palmer obviously in the booth was pretty solid too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He's got it. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Got a man. It's Humphries. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long. To the air. It's Stockton. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed, the measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Dogs with the 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's McCray. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides to back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Nestles it in at the 35. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop and they'll mark it at the 39. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help with the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect. And
another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the opening play of the drive from the 39. Going with the ground game left. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Frazier. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Quarterback empties his backfield. To throw, it's King. Moving away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole...
That's the risk you take when a long field goal like that 57-yarder doesn't go. Now the offense has it around the 40. Going right to work up top. Bringing the heat. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The option look. The pitch. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Nice move to pick up yardage. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. The rambling wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. No, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC, though that was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
And the Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
On the option. Going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dog! The Dogs just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. We'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Under fire. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Caught close to the marker, it's Humphreys. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the duel between Georgia and Georgia Tech plays out.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. Good blocking, good running, pick up of 6 out to the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Caught over the middle. It's Young. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball. Something about missed field goals, even long ones like that, a bit demoralizing. Now the offense set up at about the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete. Good job by the... Direct snap. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Back to pass, it's King. Makes the catch. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. It's caught. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Bulldogs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Running to Green. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Finding open areas. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. He's in open space downfield. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Unloads to the wideout. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game.